welcome to my portfolio. My name is Gabrielle Thompson. I have degrees in elementary education and education of the deaf and hard of hearing with endorsements in reading and ESOL. I'd like to take a moment to tell you a few things that I feel define me as a teacher. And to do this, I've had my little brother help me out with a few questions. Cody, go ahead and say hi.
Hi.
All right, let's go. Go ahead.
What are some of the goals you have for your students?
Okay, some of the main goals I have for my students is that I want them to become multiculturally sensitive, and I want them to develop exceptional interpersonal skills.
Okay, so how do you plan to accomplish that goal?
Well, through several ways, but one of the things that I'm most proud of and I feel sets me apart from other teachers is that I tend to group my students differently according to the context of the assignment and my objectives for the lesson. For example, sometimes, depending on what's going on, I might group my students homogeneously according to leadership ability. So I might have a bunch of really strong leaders in this group and one of my more passive students on this side, so that they're forced to work together to step out of their comfort zones. Then again, on another day, I may group them heterogeneously and assign them roles to assure for student accountability during the assignment. Also, I plan to be aware of any situation-specific knowledge or skill sets that my students may possess. Using this information will ensure that every student, regardless of their differences, has multiple opportunities to contribute to and benefit from their interactions with their classmates. Every student has something different to offer, and I plan to utilize each of those differences to accomplish my objectives and to ensure that my students learn to appreciate those differences in their classmates.
What's something else that's really important to you?
Well, I believe that it's imperative that my students develop their critical thinking skills and that they learn how to evaluate resources and information that they're exposed to.
What's one way you would accomplish that goal?
I plan to develop this skill in my students using a problem-based lesson instructional format. It's my goal that by having my students apply these skills in real-world situations, they'll not only learn how to correctly evaluate resources, they'll understand the need to think critically about the information they're exposed to. I will know that I've been successful when my students start asking me questions to verify the things that I'm telling them.
What is one of your favorite parts of teaching?
Classroom discussion. For a lot of reasons. One of them is that it's been my experience that when a student voices an opinion, they begin to take ownership of that idea. And it's my goal that I'll be able to use this concept to encourage my students to be active participants in every aspect of my instruction. Classroom discussion, it's a chance for me to infuse so many skill sets that are important for success in our society into my standards-based curriculum, and that is an aspect of education that I'm sure every teacher could appreciate.
Any last words?
Well, I just want to thank you for taking the time to look through my portfolio. I hope you will enjoy looking at my journey as a pre-service teacher, from my first education courses at Flagler as a freshman to my teacher work sample as a graduating senior. Again, thank you for your interest in my work, and I hope you enjoy my portfolio.